Well, you could bring me some more wine. Hey folks, how's everybody doing? Now, I don't think the audio is going to be perfect on this video, but there's a purpose for that. Because I'm sitting outside, I'm here in the Philippines. It's just started to come a little rain, you know. I don't know if we're technically out of the rainy season. It's coming to the end of the rainy season. I don't pay any attention to the dates, but rainy season, hell, it rained about mid-November, and it's the most beautiful weather in the world. I was gonna do this. Well, that's why I need a carbon fiber tripod, baby, so I don't get shot while I'm out here making quality YouTube videos. So, I want to make this video, and the reason I'm sitting outside is because it lends some type of authenticity and credibility to what I'm about to tell y'all. Now, if you don't believe I'm in the Philippines, well, now look around. There's a calamansi tree. There's a mango tree up there. I don't know if you can see him, but I got a chicken over there in a cage. It's raining. Got my smoker barbecue grill there. Wow, listen to that. I got an old lady over there drinking a glass of wine. But anyhow, listen. I've done a lot of videos throughout the years. I've written articles, wrote a book about some of my experiences with women. And what I've learned is that I would say, oh yeah, listen to that. Like 90% of y'all, and when I say y'all, I'm talking about my fellow males, my fellow men, especially my Western males, America, UK, Australia. Males from the West who go to places like Southeast Asia or Central America, outside your home country. You meet a beautiful girl, you know, typically she's from some small village, maybe doesn't speak English. You know who I'm talking to, right? Because for whatever reason, the American girl has just destroyed you. Nobody wants to give you the time of day. And so you go other places, and I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it, you know. But I just want to talk about an issue that I want you to keep in your mind. And I think the title of this video is going to be, your fiance may not be your fiance. Okay? Or something of that nature. And what I'm talking about is, look, if you meet a person online, you meet a girl online, I don't care how long you've chatted that girl online, until you meet that person, that girl, in person, face to face, that girl is not your fiance. She's a fucking chatmate. Now, I think that's the term that we use these days, in the days of the internet. My generation, back in the day, you had a pen pal. You wrote letters to one another, right? You know, back in the day, you would have pen pals. You've never met them before. You write these letters back and forth, whether they're in another country or another state or whatever, and you fall in love with your pen pal, right? Nowadays, you call it chatmates. Because in 3 minutes, I can get on the internet and I can come up with a new chatmate slash pen pal from any country in the world. But if I fall in love with that person, it still doesn't make him my fiance. It doesn't make him your girlfriend. There's no such thing as an LDR, long distance relationship. All this stuff is horse shit in 99% of the cases. And I'll still maintain that even the ones that are successful, you know, you meet a girl online, you chat, you meet in person, that's still your chatmate until you meet in person and you start from day one. Why am I bringing this up? The stories will never end. Because, like I said, most of y'all won't listen to anybody's advice. You're going to be blinded by beauty, fall in love with the first chick online that says all the right things, and you get to see her mom on the chat, and oh, they're so good people, and blah, 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 blah. But understand, my point here is that until you meet somebody face to face, that's day one. That's day one. When you meet them face to face, that's day one. I don't give a shit if you chatted them for 3 years, 2 years. You met during the lockdown, but you couldn't meet because of the travel restrictions. I don't give a shit what your excuses are. Until you meet somebody in person and spend time with them, you know nothing about them. You know absolutely nothing. I just see so many dudes, and look, and I understand it, it's because of the time dynamic. So let's talk about the time dynamic. Most everybody from the West, they got a job, and you get 2 weeks a year, maybe you swing 30 days, right? So you have to spend 50 weeks a year chatting some girl online, hoping that this is the right girl, so you can come spend 2 weeks with her in the Philippines, Thailand, Central America, wherever she's at. So it's a huge risk that you just spent 50 weeks investing in this girl, and you get there, and you spend 2 weeks with her, and realize this is not the girl for you. You wasted a whole year of your time. So what a lot of guys do, what I've done in the past, and sort of what I recommend, I'm not telling you to lie and be deceitful, but if you only have, 2 weeks a year, well, maybe you want to chat 2 ladies. You come spend a week with one, a week with the other, and you decide maybe one of the 2 is compatible. Maybe one is absolutely not, the other one is. Okay, at the end of your journey, you call the one girl and say, hey, you're a nice girl, but we're not compatible. I wish you luck in life. Be straight with her. Don't string her along. Just end it right there. And now you got the other girl. You can move forward. You haven't wasted 50 weeks on one person. Realize what's good for the goose is good for the gander. That same girl that you're chatting is probably chatting 5 or 6 other foreign guys, behind your back. And you can't blame her, because she doesn't want to waste a year of her time, and you show up and you're not compatible. Now she has to start over. A lot of these girls, it's the first guy that shows up. If she's chatting 6 dudes, the first guy that steps off the plane in Manila and shows up in her village, that's her man. And if it works out, she just turns off the other. She cancels the profile on whatever dating site she's on. Okay, that's the game. Don't get mad at her, because if you never show, or you block her, or you find another lady, why would she want to waste a year of her time? So the internet and these online dating sites are absolutely wonderful to do that initial meeting. From there, you have to understand, it's not like you met a girl in a grocery store, you invite her for coffee the next day, and you're developing a relationship with a real person that you meet in 3 dimensions, not 2-dimensional on the screen right there. I'm talking, you can touch her, you can smell her, you can talk to her, you can ride in her car, she can ride in your car. That's a real relationship. If you are typing on a keyboard, or if she is watching you on a screen, that is nothing more than a 21st century pen pal, chat mate. Nothing more. Nothing more than that until you meet and spend physical time together. So I've already told you, I understand the time hack. Hey man, I've only got 2 weeks, I gotta make the best of it. I gotta spend 2 weeks with my girl, try to start working on her visa, because I want to bring her to Alabama. Folks, I get emails all the time from you good folks, and some nonchalant emails from dudes that are so naive that they don't even understand the game they're trying to play. I got an email, I get these all the time. Hey man, I met a girl, and I'm thinking about bringing her to America. What do I need to do to get that done? like they got to make a phone call or, you know, pay 50 bucks or something and the girl's on the next flight. It don't work like that, fellas. Okay, it's about a year-long process. It's called a K-1 visa. If you're not married to the girl, if you are married, you just factor a year, multiple appointments at the embassy. I would factor in $5,000 to $10,000 by the time she travels back and forth to the embassy, pays the fees. You may have to come over and help her out and plane ticket. 1 year and 10 grand. You want a nice round number? You want to bring a girl to America? 1 year and 10 grand. Give or take 6 months. Give or take 5 grand. You don't just send me an email and say, yeah, man, I want to bring my girl to America. How do I do that again? It don't work like that. So I understand that time is critical. But what I'm going to maintain to you is that I don't care how much time you put in on the screen and the video camera, you don't know that chick until you meet her, and then that's day one. So you want to come over here a week and spend 1 week with a girl and then decide to marry her? Really? If you're in America and you meet a girl in the grocery store, are you going to drop down on one knee 1 week later and give her a ring and say, let's go get married? No, you're not going to do it. It's not going to happen. Even after 2 weeks, it's not going to happen if you're smart. So many dudes come over here and they want to marry their fucking chatmate, their pen pal. I'm in love with her. I'm gonna build you a house. We're gonna buy a bunch of land. We're gonna fucking start a pig farm. We're gonna open a resort with a girl that you spent 5 days with. Listen, you gotta take risks in life. I'm a risk taker. I do take risks. I've taken so many risks in my life. I don't want to say I'm a gambler, but I take risks. I'm not casting stones. But I want you to just think in your head, if you met a girl on the computer, and you know for a fact she's a girl because you're videoing. You know, back in the day, before video, before everybody had a camera, you're just chatting. The chances are you're chatting some dude in Nigeria with a beard. That's just the way it was. Now you know right off. You know this is a girl. You've seen her family on the video. You don't know if she's married. You don't know anything real because you don't speak the language they're talking in the background. You don't know anything. The chatmate. She's not your fiance. She's a fucking chatmate, a pen pal. It's not an LDR. It's not a long distance relationship. It's somebody that you're chatting on the internet. A quote that I read many years ago on Twitter, a young dude said, ain't nothing real on the internet, comma, homie, period. Remember that. Ain't nothing real on the internet, homie. Okay? That's the way it is. Like that, Brad Paisley song. You know, talking about, you know, when he's online in his basement, he's a celebrity living out in Hollywood. In other words, it's not real. Alright, I don't have any notes. I'm trying to talk over this storm here. Not little storm, little afternoon rainstorm, rain shower. But so many of you are coming over here bringing big money to you or to me, all your money, and you're going all in on a girl that you haven't met until you step off that plane in Manila. And you see all these videos, meeting my girlfriend for the first time, all these fucking beautiful stories, and you've watched 90 Day Fiancé, and what you're not seeing is that for every success story, there's 500 other dudes that have lost all their money. It was a scam. The girl didn't work out. They weren't compatible. The girl was married. You don't see that. Why? Because you're in America and you choose to watch what you want to watch. So this little success story comes up Meeting my fiance for the first time in Manila airport. They got this picture. Oh, I love you and I'm so glad to finally meet you. Day one. That's day one for them. Now, again, maybe 1 out of 500, they continue their YouTube journey, updating you, and they build a house, they live happily ever after. But if you want to see some more reality, you got to go over to Mr. Rafi Tulfo's channel. I'll put a link down in the description and listen to some of these foreign dudes who have been taken in various ways because they either married the first girl they started chatting, or they married some bar girl. They got a girlfriend who turns out she's married, and her husband been scamming them. Listen, I'm not trying to tell you not to live the dream. By all means, live the dream. Sometimes you gotta roll the dice. You gotta take risks to get ahead in life. Don't sit there in your easy chair and pet your damn Labrador retriever and go to bed alone and crying. You gotta take a risk. Take some fucking action. Okay? There's a link down in the description to one that I recommend, Filipino Cupid. Click on that, start chatting. When you get serious, pull the trigger on 1 month. I'll take a big commission and I'll love you for it, and you can meet some ladies on there. But for every 100 ladies on there, there's probably only one that's for you. You know, figure there's fucking 60 scammers, 20 chicks that are married, 10 that are full of shit. You gotta put the time in. But that time truly doesn't start until you meet that girl in a restaurant, in her family's village, wherever you meet her in person. That's fucking day one. Because right up until that point, what is she? She's a fucking chatmate. She's a chatmate or a goddamn pen pal. That's it. Nothing more than that. So all y'all is meeting these girls online, funneling money over here, making it rain. They're buying a pig farm, and you're gonna make profit and all this. You ain't making shit. It ain't going to the pig farm. It's going to Kalapu, fucking Red Horse, buying her brother a new scooter because he crashed the last one. In a lot of cases. In every case, no, but in a lot of fucking cases. So when I keep hearing these stories, every time I hear a new story and a new train wreck coming. I mean, folks, I'm a train wreck specialist. I've been over here for over 10 years. I've seen thousands of dudes come and go with the same shit. You got 2 weeks vacation, you got 1 month vacation, you're a 2-week millionaire, maybe you only got 1 week, you're a 1-week millionaire. Just dreaming that you can meet the right girl and then get her a visa and move her to America. You can do it. People do it all the time. But for every one of those success stories, there's 500 other stories that just don't get that far. It don't work out. From dudes who truly love the girl and the girl loves them, but when it comes time to go to the embassy, she makes excuses why she can't go. It's because she's married. She knows she can't get a visa. Alright, she's a married woman. You find that out late in the game. So, in one video, I can't give you the whole roadmap. But I will tell you this, that you need to start treating your online fiancé as what she really is. She's a chatmate on the other side of the globe that you may or may not ever meet, that is only a virtual friend, a online, I don't know. They're not real until you meet them. Once you meet them in person, then you start with all the normal problems of a relationship. Then it starts. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, you think you know the girl online, you don't know shit about her. You don't know if she got bad breath. Wake up every morning, chick got fucking bad breath, you can't stand it. And then all of a sudden, she's not so appealing. You know what I mean? You want a girl that you can wake up in the morning and give a big old kiss to, and you know her breath don't smell like a cat shit in her mouth the night before. You don't know these things. Ain't no fucking smell-o-vision on these cameras yet. You don't know how needy she is. Maybe she's so high maintenance and complains about everything in person you can't stand her. Normal issues and problems of a normal relationship, you are not going to start learning until day one. So watch all these feel-good videos, dudes getting off the plane, oh, meeting my fiance for the first time, meeting her family for the first time, oh, they're wonderful people. Yeah, sure they are. You just showed up and bought 3 pigs and bought everybody some beer. Why wouldn't they be nice to you? You know, here you come, the white savior, or the black savior, whatever color your skin is, right? The foreign savior. You just rolled in there like Bill Gates with big money, and you're buying everybody food and drink and having a big party. Of course they're going to be nice to you. They just met you, and you're buying everything. Go lay around her village for about 6 months and don't buy her dad no falafel at night, and then tell them if they still like you as much. Go back and watch some of my videos of Fatima down in there in the village. Listen to her sister talk about what a cheap bastard I am. Alright? But if I go down there and buy 3 pigs, start handing out money, and buy everybody some Red Horse and Kalafu, well, they'd probably love me for the day. I'm sure they would. Go back and watch the video where they were hating on me when I wouldn't pay for her sister's hospital bill. That's real life. Don't go all in on a chat mate that you never spend any time with, or if you spend 3 days down there buying everybody pigs and all they love you, this is the girl for me. Cautious. Proceed, but proceed with caution. My young friends. And I can't even say my young friends. I'm going to tell a story and I'm going to paraphrase it, and buddy, if I get the facts wrong, it's still the same concept. A buddy of mine recently fell in love with a bar girl dancing on a pole. Decided, oh baby, I love you, I want you to be my girlfriend. Okay, come meet my family, but my family needs a new motorbike. Okay, so he goes and meets her family, meets the kuya. How are you? How are you? This is mom and dad. Oh, everybody loves them. He spent the night there. Oh, great people, right? But they need a motorbike because the kuya crashed the motorbike. Well, smoke. About a week later, a little birdie told him, they said, hey, I got to tell you something. The kuya ain't her kuya. That's not her brother. That's her husband. Everybody else, that's her husband's family. They're fucking scamming you because they want that money. They want you to buy them a new motorbike or whatever it was. I think it was $30,000 they were trying to get off of them, right? But it was an elaborate scam. The whole family was in on it. Does that happen all the time? No. But I tell you what, if you're basing your relationship off of video and the internet, they can easily be pulling the same shit on you there, Coach Chase. They pulled it on him in person. Luckily he found out, or he'd have been out $30K buying her husband a new motorbike. He'll say he appreciates that. He ain't gonna tell you thank you, but he appreciates it. I think I've driven the point home. I could talk about this for hours and hours and hours. Again, I understand the time hack, the time dynamic. You don't have time. One more quick story. A buddy recently I met, he had a lady, or so he thought, put her up in a house over there across from Walker Street. What was that, Diamond subdivision, whatever. Paying all her bills. And it's the same shit. She's either got a husband, boyfriend. So, the internet's a great tool. But in these situations, trying to fall in love with a girl from Southeast Asia, Central America, Mexico, anywhere outside of the culture that you know. Number one, you don't understand anything about her culture, right? That's a given. It's not your own. It's a different country. But add the fact that she's an internet chat mate and now you know nothing. Maybe throw them a little money, a little bit of money, wee bit of money that's play money that you're not afraid to lose. but don't go in anything substantial until you meet that girl and figure out if this is the girl for you. And then even after that, don't go buying her a pig farm. I would say until you've spent multiple trips here. Maybe you have to just work it out where you come every 6 months. Maybe on your 3rd trip, then I could say, okay, you know her well enough now to where you can move forward and start investing, doing paperwork for visas from there. But if you come over on your 1 week millionaire after you chatted this girl for 2 years, and you spend all your 401k or your pension or whatever you got saved up, about 99% chance you're going to lose your money and walk away with a broken heart looking like a fool. You'll be up here in Angeles City waiting on your next Social Security check or your next pension check to kick in, sleeping on somebody's couch until you can get a little 10,000 peso a month apartment. You'll be over there on Walker Street crying your tears, all them bar girls. But you can't buy many ladies drinks because you just spent all your money on a pig farm with your internet chat mate. There you go. Take that, put that in your pipe and smoke it. And by all means proceed. But go watch some Rafi Tulfo. Don't take my advice. Don't take my word for it. Go watch Rafi Tulfo. And listen to some of these dudes crying the blues because they went in too quick with the wrong girl. Or the wrong girl and her husband. Hey, you want to move to the Philippines? Come on over. The weather's beautiful. It's such cool right now because of this rain. Hey, I got a chicken. I got a calamansi tree. I got a mango tree. I've been over here for over a decade. You might want to listen to those of us who have went before you. Okay? If you're not a subscriber, hit that Overstate Road sign, get on board my train. I would certainly appreciate it. If you subscribe, I'll dance at your next wedding. But I gotta have a all expenses paid suite over at the Conrad and round trip first class ticket and your wife's sister's phone number. Then I'm gonna come dance at your wedding. Peace out, my friends. Any advice for these young bucks or older bucks still making mistakes and not thinking clearly? Y'all leave it for them down in the comments. Y'all will learn more in the comments than you learn right here from me. But peace out, my good friends. I'll see y'all on the next one. Got me a 300 peso glass of wine. That damn wine was so expensive, it actually has a cork in it. I don't have no corkscrew. I had to borrow a damn corkscrew from my buddy Warner. I should have stuck to, 200, 220 peso glass of wine, but I upped the ante and went for $6. Damn thing had a cork in it. Threw me for a loop. That shit's been in the ref for like, I don't know, a week. Because the last time I took a damn screwdriver and got it out and fucked the cork all up and all the shit was floating in there. I said, I'm not opening another one redneck style. I finally got me a corkscrew. Now I'm drinking wine free of floating debris. Hey, got me a cigar. Life is good, my friends. See y'all on the next one. All this marriage counseling, man, it's making me thirsty.